Peace, it's Nzinga Imani, also known as Mama Sovereign Soul, and I'm back with another video. All right, so today we're going to do some EFT tapping on opening ourselves to be willing to be the new version of us that's being birthed, that's coming online, that's being activated. One of the things that I've been noticing as I've been growing and evolving is just some resistance, some self-sabotage, and the way that I'm saying it sounds really light, but it's been very emotional. I've been having a lot of emotional purging, realizing things that I need to forgive myself for, mistakes, and some of those things are part of the choices that have been keeping me in the same pattern, just because it feels safe, it feels comfortable, it's what I'm used to. It maintains the status quo on relationships that I have, whether that has been family or romantic. And when things are predictable, it tells our brain that we're safe, even if the situation is uncomfortable, even if the situation is toxic, even if the pattern is non-beneficial and doesn't support our growth or where we're going. Because it's familiar, our brain translates that as safe. Even if there's something that is disrupting our sense of peace, our inner peace and our calm, and it's something that's causing us stress or contributing to stress, contributing to cortisol. What are the other stress hormones? I think adrenaline, and there are some other ones. If you know what the names of those other stress hormones that are that get released into the body are, definitely put them in the comments. But there are these stress hormones that flood our bodies when we are experiencing either like stress or activation. And when those stress hormones come into our bodies, they can be helpful if you do need to, again, like, run, or you need to fight a bear, or you need to do one of those like important things. But when they're constantly in your body, it erodes your health because we're not supposed to be experiencing that all the time. And so regulating your nervous system is a very popular thing right now. And for good reason, because it's important for us to know how to come back to a place of calm, a place of like a baseline level of calm, so that our bodies are not constantly flooded with these stress hormones. And it creates resiliency when we know how to do that and we practice different things. So what we're going to do today is some EFT tapping, and maybe some other things might be sprinkled in there, but we're really going to be tapping on feeling safe to evolve into the new version of us that's coming out, practicing self-forgiveness, and self-acceptance, self-awareness, and whatever else comes up. Okay. All right, so happy tapping. As always, you're just going to tap along with me. So tap on the places that I'm tapping. I can quickly go over the points with you. So this is the side of the hand. That's also known as the karate chop point. We'll be tapping in between our eyes, on the side of the eye, the temple, under the eye, under the nose, under or on the chin. Then there's another point. So you can either tap above the collarbone or under the collarbone. And I would say gently tap on whatever's more tender, because that means that most of the time that means that energetically there's some stagnancy there that's asking for a little bit of relief. So right now under my collarbone is what's more tender, specifically here. And so that's telling me that there's some energetic congestion there. So I'm just going to help get it moving by tapping. There are a lot of other points. Different people use different points, but for right now, we're going to stick with those points that I outlined. You can also repeat after me. And if what I'm saying doesn't quite resonate with your situation and there's something else that comes up for you while we're tapping, definitely feel free to pause the video and tap on what comes up for you, because that means it's going to be more potent and more useful for you as you're tapping along, okay? All right, so let's get started. Even though I have been unwilling to be this new version of myself, I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. And I forgive myself for resisting the process. Even though I have been unwilling to grow, I forgive myself and I love and honor myself. Even though I have been resisting the process of growth, I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. And I forgive myself for all of this resistance. I forgive the patterns that created this resistance, and I forgive anyone who contributed to this resistance. I forgive anything that contributed to this resistance. All this tension I've been holding in my body, all this resistance, this tightness in my chest, this tension in my neck, all this discomfort. I've been unwilling to move forward, and I've been afraid. I forgive myself for all of this resistance. I forgive myself for being unwilling to move forward. All this tension in my chest, all this tension in my back. I forgive myself for all of this tension. I forgive myself for all of this resistance. I forgive myself for being afraid to move forward. I forgive myself for all of the pain and the discomfort I've been experiencing as I've been unwilling to move forward. I forgive myself for all of this resistance. I forgive myself. You're going to grab your wrist, take a deep breath in, and say peace. When things begin to change, it activates a fear within me. It's okay for me to feel my body. It's okay for me to notice when my nervous system gets activated. It's okay and it's safe for me to notice my patterns. It's okay to notice the beating of my heart, the tension in my chest. It's okay to notice the tension in my neck. It's okay to just notice my shoulders going up. It's okay to notice the discomfort in my belly. It's okay to notice my shallow breathing. It's okay for me to observe what is happening in my body. If I observe what's happening in my body, it doesn't mean I have to do something about it right away. Simply observing is enough. Simply observing is enough. And if I start to feel emotions or energy rise, I can remind myself that it is safe for me to observe what is happening. I can observe it and I can breathe. Taking a deep breath as I give myself presence. That is enough. Taking a deep breath in through the nose and breathing out. We're going to tap on the top of the head. It is safe for me to observe my patterns. Simply observing is enough. I do not need to fix anything. I do not need to change anything. Simply observing is enough. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. In between the eyes, I am whole. I am safe to evolve. I forgive the versions of myself that were afraid to grow. I forgive anyone who contributed to my fear of growth, my fear of growing. I am willing to release all soul contracts that are inhibiting my growth. I release the soul contracts into the field of light, transmuting any and all karma into dharma. Allowing myself, my soul, my oversoul to grow and evolve now with unconditional love for my highest and best, and for the highest and best good of all sentient beings. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. It is safe for me to do so for my highest good and for the highest good of all sentient beings. If tears come, that is safe. If you desire to breathe with a sigh or a sound, allow yourself to express. It is safe for me to express myself exactly as I am. And I honor who I am. I honor who I am becoming. I respect and I honor myself. It is safe for me to grow. If you feel any tension, like for me right now, I have a lot of tension in my neck and my back. You can feel free to rub it there. You're gonna rub, gather up that energy, and fling it outside, fling it into the closest window, fling it through the closest window to be released. If you feel the need to yawn, shed tears, you can also clap your hands. If you're experiencing any excess energy, anything coming up, we want to let that energy go. So you want to fling it to the closest window. If there is a plant that's in your area, you can fling it into the closest plant. Its energy, they purify all of the different energies that they receive. So you're not going to be hurting the plant. That plant knows how to process that energy. You could take another deep breath in and release through the mouth. There's a lot of energy that's coming up through my body. So I wonder if some of it is mine and some of it is from you, whoever is going to be watching this video in the future, that I am helping to process that excess energy for us all. You can let me know in the comments if you are experiencing any tension in your throat, any tension in your neck or your back. I am next to a pond and a lot of trees in nature, so I'm just helping to transmute that energy. And right now I command Saint Germain and my oversoul to command the violet flame of transmutation to transmute all of this excess energy that is coming up into divine unconditional love for the highest good of anyone and everyone who is watching this video. Creating space, creating divine opportunities for anyone and everyone who is watching this video and participating in this divine practice to experience divine union with their oversoul for their highest good and for the highest good of all sentient beings involved. Thank you very much. Excuse me. So I'm participating in practices like this, nervous system regulation, energetic releasing, EFT tapping. Our bodies process energy in different ways. So sometimes when things are moving, when you're releasing, you may belch, you may yawn, you may release tears, you may pass gas, you may laugh. You may feel the need to breathe on a certain sound or take deeper breaths. Listen to your body. Part of this divine practice, and I'm starting to feel emotional as I'm saying it, because part of my journey has just been me willing to trust what it is that's coming up for me. And so if you're here, if you're watching this, I invite you to trust in the wisdom of your own body, trust in the wisdom of your own becoming, trust in the wisdom of your own intuition. And I'm genuinely inviting you into that practice. If you're here, it's by no mistake. And I just want to bless you and honor you for doing this work. I want to bless you and honor you for showing up for yourself and for the planet. As we're evolving and as things are changing, we really need, and we're really inviting everyone on board. The more of us that are devoted to showing up and participating in practices like this and in many other practices that people are participating in, it's really helping in the evolution of consciousness on this planet, and it's really helping for the world to evolve and to transform for the better. And so again, I just honor you. Thank you for being here, and I'm sending you so much love. Mwah. Peace.